Day 21. Let's go ahead and take in a deep breath and an exhale. With the exhale, let's close the eyes, okay? Now, hopefully you've noticed, keep breathing. Hopefully you've noticed by now, however subtle, the change in your state of being and how you have, some influence, a bunch of say into your state of being through the breath. Whether you inhale and prolong the exhale, inhale and hold, prolong the exhale and hold. Whether you become aware of the whole body or those areas where there's the source of tension and mapping out how far it radiates, as we've done in previous videos. Or if you can inhale from the belly to the diaphragm to the chest and then keep breathing in at the top of the chest. There are lots of ways to bring a sense of ease and well-being into your body, into the present moment. And with this breathing, with this awareness, we can supplement our sleep cycle if and when we're not getting quality rest. So many of us have so much going on, whether that be our job, multiple jobs, kids, responsibilities, maybe even the total aggregate of stress that we've stored, that we carry in the body over the course of our life. Maybe you, like so many others, have that drive to do better, to be better, to prepare, to avoid, to protect, to think, to plan. It's good to plan. It's good to avoid things we don't want to experience. It's good to prepare for the future. It's good to know how to protect ourselves and those we love. And it's just as good to rest, to refuel, so that in this way we can also show up as best we can for ourselves and for those we care about. Maybe you, like so many others, were taught how important it is to work, and yet we're we're not taught. It wasn't emphasized how important it is to also rest, to take time to gather your strength, to catch your breath. If you can, turn your attention inward. So literally you're simply feeling inside your body. And I want you to see if there's any part of you that feels the the rush, the pressure, the drive. The busyness, the part that feels like it can't turn off. Right now it may be so loud that it's hard to be aware of something else also existing right alongside it. So just like we've done with the horse and the protector, we're going to see if that busybody, the the rat race side of ourselves. We're going to invite them to take a few steps in front of us. And to go ahead and lay down and breathe. Cry, yell, scream, work. Let that busy bee buzz a little ways away from us. We still have an eye on them, but now they've given us some space. If you need, they can take a few more steps away. Maybe now's a good time for them to get a massage. You can visualize that. And drinking water, hydrating. And if you could feel their vibration, how would you describe it? Honestly, to me, it feels uh, like an acupuncture pen or like a little shock. That type of fuzzy, abrupt buzzing that doesn't feel too great. Keep breathing. Stretch if you need to. I do like to focus that stretch that we've done before, that focuses on the base of the neck, upper chest and back. You can open your eyes if you'd like to join me on this stretch. It's focused on this area. Turn to my right, your left. Look down. And breathe. And then from here, go ahead and look up. And see if you can, one, just, avoid collapsing, right? We're not just kind of like moving into a position and then getting lazy. We're going to stay active with it. If we're stretching, then we're stretching. Feel where you're stretching. Feel where the stretch is, and see if you can, make these little adjustments and get a more well-rounded and deep stretch in that area. So it's not just one muscle, but the surrounding muscles as well. And when you're ready, switching over. And then looking down. And then coming back to center. So when we come back to center, place 2 fingers here, drop the chin as my head comes back. So it's kind of like trying to give yourself a double chin. And I'm going to feel that right here, as well as the nape of the neck, obviously, but I'm going to almost position my jaw and Adam's apple into the throat. That may sound weird, but just make sure there shouldn't be any obstructions. Feel around for what works best for you. Really, it's about the chin tuck and the stretch in the back top portion of the neck where it meets the skull. And then from here, stretch. And I'm kind of like giving myself some spaciousness here. If it is very tense, it is for me. If it is very tense, give yourself some time and some breaths instead of trying to force a very stiff part. So if there is a very stiff part, go ahead and stay with it. Stay with the stiffness. And we're slowly, very slowly finding out what pace works best for this very dense area of tension. And seeing if it wants to slowly melt. When you're ready, we can come back and close the eyes on the exhale. If you feel so inclined at any point, you can pause the video and keep going with a stretch or with a type of breathing so you can get more out of it. And right now I'm getting a feeling and sort of intuitive tugging, gentle push, suggestion to go ahead and use the sigh. And if you skip that one, all it is an inhale and a sigh on the exhale. Feeling the vibrations of the sigh, of the voice, vibration of the vocal cords in the chest, in the front of the body, wherever you feel them. You can even go from high pitch to low pitch. And the lower you go, the more you'll feel that stretch in the vocal cords. A voice teacher taught me that one. Going from high to low, and if you want from low to high, really good inner throat stretch for the vocal cords. I like to do it before anytime I have to speak in front of people. It's funny, I stretch and then I just reveal how much more tension there is once I freed up that space. If you want, we can go low to high. This is what that sounds like. So you don't have to, on that one, you don't have to go back down, but that feels good for me. It feels right. If you want, you can just cut out at the top. And do one more. That one felt good. I felt the vibration inside my head. which is a good segue into the usual points, as I like to call them. So we're going to stay engaged with the breath. As we check in behind the eyes, between the ears, see how much, and simply being aware, I'm not trying to change anything, but simply being aware of how much tension you're carrying behind the eyes, around the eyebrows, and around and between the ears. So right in the inside of the head. A visualization that I like, that you can, you might benefit from, is to see if you can visualize the tension as a closed hand, like a hand turned into a fist, with the fist being as tight as the tension is strong. So how tight is your fist? How strong is the tension around your head? And on the exhale, seeing if that fist wants to open, even a little bit, feeling grateful for every centimeter it opens. Staying present behind the eyes. Moving down to the jaw. You can move your jaw around a little bit. Seeing if any tension here would like to open up. And if you want, you can open the eyes really quick. Right here, you can see that. So this little groove I'm going to put right into my jaw and get that meaty portion right there. Other meaty portion right here. I'm going to feel around. You can feel around a little bit and see if you can give yourself a nice little massage. A lot of tension stored in the jaw. The little circles. You might find a groove above the lower, like right in this. For me, that's right there. So this is like the corner of the jaw, and then there's this like little groove where the lower jaw opens and closes, that hinge. Gently, gently. That's good. upper chest, upper back, or the neck, or there's the base of the neck. Being aware of any tension here. Coming down the chest a little bit. So now we're in the upper chest. You can put your hand on your chest so that any tension that you feel can be, in a sense, nourished like water to soil. This tension, you can invite a little bit more sensation through the warmth of your hand. Do the same thing now with the other hand. Still one hand on the chest, the other hand now right over the diaphragm. And when you're ready, you can move both hands down to the belly. Seeing if there isn't any tension, any holding. Allow the belly to relax. Allowing the warmth of the hands to really get into the belly. Simply feel the warmth where you feel it. Staying present behind the eyes. Feet flat on the floor. Feeling a general sense of well-being. If there is any remaining tension, know that it dissolves over time. As much work as we put into this is how much we're going to get out of it. Tension does take a while to build up, so it does take a while to relax and melt away. But with consistency, it doesn't have to keep building. So we did come to a sense of ease today, more so than when we started. Remember, this feeling is there for you to have. Might take a few breaths, might take some practice and some visualizations, like letting that busy self take a few steps away from you. Or as we've done in previous videos, seeing the mind as a horse and letting it run free. Do remember to prolong that exhale. And with this and a little bit of gratitude, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.